books, Augustus.
Thank you.
How are you feeling? It is the Ides of March.
Feeling okay.
Do you plan on telling you anything?
Maybe.
Father, I'm going to take a trip to Greece.
What for?
I don't want generic olive oil anymore. I want good olive
What would be the cost of said trip?
oil. Probably about 1,000 denarii.
Okay.
When can I go?
Today is the Ides of March.
You never really talk about that. Can you tell me more about it?
Let me tell you the story. Where to begin? Such a long story. But I suppose I would start with Pompey. By Caesar's time, Rome had already gone through 2 civil wars in a generation. Everyone was exhausted with fighting, and the government was not working for anyone. Nothing could get done. It was all fighting and name-calling and blame. So in the year 48, Rome's greatest 2 generals, Gaius Julius Caesar, my father, and Pompey Magnus, were fighting yet another civil war. Pompey stood for the Senate and believed in getting things done, not playing by anyone's rules. The Senate feared him. They supported Pompey, fearing that Caesar would kill them if he took over. That summer, Caesar and Pompey were nearly at the end of the war, battling across the fields of Greece.
What do you guys think about Pompey?
I mean, I have a bad feeling he's gonna lose to Caesar, and that just can't happen.
I don't know. Caesar isn't all bad, but Pompey does need to win for our sake.
And I mean, what's gonna happen if Pompey doesn't win? I mean, Caesar might try to kill us.
What can we do?
I feel like we should kill him if he does win.
What?
That's
He doesn't
That's crazy.
He's
Yeah, how would we even do that?
There's no way we can just do that.
That's true.
Act like nothing happened.
That's true.
Should we even be talking about this?
No, we shouldn't, but I don't know. I don't think that's way too far. I feel like he was going down this path and we have to do something about it.
I think we should do
Yeah, no, we should go back to Senate.
The people understood Caesar. They knew he believed in more than just the rules. He believed in results that could be felt by everyone. He was their champion. They fought with him in battles against the armies of Germany and France and England. So in homes and in restaurants and in shops around the Roman world, it was the regular people who spoke of Caesar with love and support. They didn't know what the Senate did it anymore.
Max, how you doing?
Doing good?
It's good, it's good.
Not much business today.
Yeah, it's kind of a slow day. How's your wife doing?
Oh, amazing. 3 months due. We're
Excited?
Oh, seriously? Come on.
You're gonna be a dad, no way.
Yeah. I'm gonna teach him all about Caesar.
Oh, he's such a good dude. Honestly, he's really for the people.
He is.
Can't go wrong with Caesar.
Cannot go wrong with him.
Nope, not at all.
And guess what?
What?
All my fruits and everything I have, everything I got, donate to Caesar.
That's a good
Get
idea.
money donations. You be doing it too.
Yeah, maybe. Totally, yeah. Yeah. Great idea.
Solway. Oh, Solway, how's it going?
Great, how are you?
Pretty good. It's a bit of a slow day, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Could I just grab a couple of something?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah.
How's it going? Crazy stuff going on. Thank you. All right, it's gonna be 3 denarii. Oh, would you mind making well, do you want to make a donation to our Caesar with his stuff going on right now?
I'm sorry.
All profits go to his army.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just can't today.
You can't, like, you don't have money.
Or you won't.
There's a lot of them. I just can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No. What's up? You don't want to support Caesar?
It's nothing personal.
What?
It's just-
Dude, Are you serious?
It's a little personal.
Yeah, this is weird.
Yeah.
Can I just take my bread?
No, I'm not giving you any bread.
Why not?
Take your money back. Get out of my store.
Do you care if my husband lives or dies? He's fighting with Caesar right now.
Do you? Hey.
At the Battle of Pharsalus, Pompey and his men were defeated definitively. Pompey himself fled to Egypt, where he was betrayed by an ambitious king. When the king met Caesar, he presented him with the head of Pompey, but Caesar only wept. Now there was only one man in Rome. It was Caesar's world, and the people rejoiced. But the elite men of Rome feared for their lives. They ran from public view, fearing like Sulla that their names would be written on a list, and one by one, they would disappear.
People of the Roman Republic, I, Julius Caesar, has defeated my enemy Pompey in the fields of Greece. With my newfound power, I shall eradicate the Senate. I shall reduce corruption and reduce your taxes for the common people, because I am for the common people. I am with the common people. I will not assassinate any of my fellow citizens who are my political enemies. And with that, people, I say we will lead a new revolution, a revolution to an empire. We shall make the Roman Republic great.
That's really important.
Yeah, of course.
What most people don't know about my father is that he was the easiest man in the world to talk to. He was intelligent and listened. He saw the best in people. I would say that led to his downfall. That was especially true of Marcus Brutus. He must have seen Brutus like a son, but he didn't see his ideals were treason. So Brutus came to him just after the Lupercal festival, when Antonius gave him a crown, and Caesar accepted the title, dictator, for life.
So Caesar, I was thinking we can make a memorial for all the soldiers who fought with you.
Yes, I agree. We should make a memorial for all the people who died in the Gaul and in the Civil War by Pompey.
Yes, they're true heroes.
They are.
should be recognized.
Ah, look who it is, Senator. What you still doing here? Shouldn't you be arrested or something?
I just needed to talk to you guys about
The crown?
dictator for life. What's going on?
I mean, if the people want it, it's what the people want. Can't really argue with that.
I mean, I guess. What do you plan on doing?
Well, you know, I plan on ratifying the Republic, making it an empire. The greatest nation to ever exist on Earth.
And how and why are you going to do that?
Well, first I'd have to get rid of the Senate. I mean, with this new title, I can get rid of the Senate quite easily. I can make their power null and void.
Why? No. Listen. That's how it's always been in Rome for however long. Get rid of the Senate. Why?
It's the smart move. Rome must move forward. It must not linger in the past. And with this new empire I'm building, I'm going to need some people I can trust, people like you. I can make you the second strongest person in this empire.
I don't think I can do that, Caesar.
You know what? Don't make your decision now. Go home, get some rest. Think about it later. Come back to me. You have a better answer.
Okay.
The senators couldn't accept the fact that Caesar was the dictator for life. It was only now in the open, a plain fact for the whole world to see. They let their ideals blind them. They thought that Rome was still a democracy, as if the people could rule themselves. It is a ridiculous idea. So they conspired against the greatest leader of our country since Scipio Africanus, and maybe since Romulus himself. They gathered at Cassius's house and made plans to kill Caesar.
Guys, as we all know, Caesar has won his civil war.
In his speech, he wants to get rid of all of us senators. I feel like we should go with my plan and kill him once and for all.
Passives.
It sounds like the only way so far. What else would we do?
I feel that we shouldn't kill him, but we have to stop him. I mean, his lust for power has become too great, and he's destroying the democracy that is Rome. He's turning it into an empire. This cannot stand, but I feel we cannot kill him.
Caesar is not as bad as you guys think. I've known him for so long. We can't talk to him? Are you serious?
What's the worst outcome would be? Us getting killed? Or even another civil war?
He wants to be dictator for life, and he's probably going to kill us anyways, so...
I mean, no, how can you be so sure? He's been good to me. You know, I've known him for so long. I don't know.
Chris, we should just talk to him. Maybe we can stop it. Or we have to talk. I don't know. Makes sense.
Yes, that's better. That's better. Okay. I'll try to speak to him. I don't know. We should talk.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Let's just keep things going.
But Brutus is always a tortured soul. He was a man too late and too early for his time. He knew Caesar was necessary, but everything he was taught made him believe Caesar was the enemy. So he went to him, just nights before they would betray him. He went to Caesar one last time to try and convince him to be a weak old Roman senator like him. He was a fool, Marcus Brutus. But he did have a scrap more honor than Cassius and the rest of them.
Guys,
Brutus, what are you doing here at this hour?
I had to talk to you about something.
Is it the thing we talked about earlier?
It has something to do with it.
Something? Alright.
Just listen. So, with what you're doing, you know, all the power you are getting, now hear me out. Why don't you just basically, why? Listen, Rome has always been a democracy, and changing that is crazy.
Yeah, I'm tired of this. I'm changing it for good. We're looking into the future now, and I need your help.
Listen. There's something else you can do. You can become a senator, right? Listen. All right, listen.
I do not want to become a senator. I want to have the senator's power.
You'll have the power of a senator, and if you continue as a democracy, as Ben, we're doing good so far. It's just break with all this stuff.
No, we're not. The Senate is corrupt. The people are angry at the Senate. If I join the Senate, I'll be weak.
None of the senators are happy with what's going on right now.
Of course, they're going to run with their tails in between their legs. That's what happens when a bigger dog takes all the power away.
You can't change your mind. You're sure.
I'm sure. And I need you to come with me and help me rule. You would make a great number 2. You could be my right-hand man. You can inherit the throne when I retire or die.
I can't do that, guys.
I'll need someone to hold down the fort when I'm on campaign.
Guys, I can't. That's not an option. I can't do that.
It's going to have to be an option.
Guys, I gotta.
Listen, the only reason why I'm giving you this is because I know your mother.
Guys, I can't do this.
This is treason. Brutus, this is treason. Don't you walk away from me.
Then the day came, the Ides of March. Caesar was always sensitive to spirits, so he could feel a strange omen, strange energy that day. But with some coaxing, he did go to the Senate to preside. If only something could have been done. I often wondered, Julia, if there was something I could have done. I was only a boy then, just 17 years old. I was out of the country, enlisted, trying to become a man at the advice of Julius. But the fates weave their own way. They were waiting for him. the chambers. They thought the day that the Civil War was over, that they restored the Republic. They called themselves the Liberators, but instead they put their own country through another decade of civil war and blood and hatred. I was named the heir of Caesar, and I fought until none of his enemies were left, so that I could restore Julius's legacy and the Republic at once, so that both the people and the Senate could be strong. Rome still needs a strong leadership. We can't function without me. And no, I'm not a dictator. That title was only worthy for a god like Julius. I am just the first citizen, leading with no title, but leading for the sake of all the people of Rome. Oh right, I forgot to mention, Cassius Longus. He died in Greece just 2 years after he murdered your grandfather. His revolution did not last long. Brutus. He was just like Cassius, died in Greece not long after him. He was a noble fool, Julia, but still a fool. Julius loved him, but he was not after what our country needed. Valerius. He was more of a coward than either of them. He hid in north of Italy, hoping the war would work itself out and then he could lie low. But Antonius and I knew we could not make the same mistake as your grandfather and be merciful. It isn't possible to be merciful to your enemy and make a new order. So Valerius was killed. His name was on the list. Cicero. Antonius hated Cicero. Oh, how he hated those speeches against him. I kind of thought they were funny, honestly. Cicero was a clever, annoying fly to me. He was nothing like his writings. His writings were beautiful, noble, truly Roman, but he was a nuisance. Well, Antonius had him killed. I didn't order it, but his name was on the list. Antonia. She was a wonderful woman, a true patriot to her. Your mother would have her over for a walk in the garden. Yes, it's true. Even though she was just a commoner, but she's passed now. You should ask your mother about her. And Maximus. You know Maximus. Have I told the story right, Max? I've always remembered that Caesar had a time for the common man, so I made Max my personal servant all these years. He has never once let me down. Anyway, all this old talk. I have business to get to today, Julia. Fine, take whatever money you need. Sounds like a worthy investment. You know an investment is like a republic. If one person takes good care of it, everyone will benefit. That's right. That's what democracy truly is. Ruling for the people in the way they would want, even if it isn't what they choose. Well, there it is. That's what I've been trying to say this whole time. That's what Julius understood. And they killed him for it. And now, off you go.
So this is how this is going to work. I'm going to look for volunteers who might want to enter the scene and try something different than what happened. And there's a key thing I want you to think about. When you enter the scene, I want you to try to change something for the better. I don't want you to just do something kind of goofy, just for the sake of being goofy. I know there's a temptation to do that, and we can be a little bit silly. But I want you to try to enter the scene with an eye to changing it for the better. Trying to do something you think would have been more constructive than what happened. So that's sort of what we're aiming for today. We want to explore and play what if inside the sandbox of history here. So the first scene we're going to set up is the scene where the senators are talking about killing Caesar. So I want you guys who are interested in entering the scene to put yourself in the position, and can I get my senators up back here right now? So guys, kind of get in your positions. So I want you to put yourself in the scene with these guys. Here are 4 Roman senators, and they have seen their government completely transform from what they understand to be kind of a democracy to something that is sort of like a dictatorship. And they're trying to figure out what do we do about it. And the solution that they've come up with is we have to kill Caesar. I wonder if you have a different idea, a different solution, something you want to try. Do I have volunteers who might want to try something different? I see Sasha, I see, I've forgotten your name, Joseph, is it? If you guys can come and line up, so I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you guys can come over here and just line up. Yeah. So Sasha, I saw you first. So if you guys can just sort of stand over here. So we'll have Sasha come in. So I'm going to let you try something. These guys are going to respond to what you're saying. I'm going to put you in the position of being a Roman senator along with them. Okay? Now, and guys, in order for this to work, when I say scene, I do need you to stop and grab a seat. Okay? And I do ask as we do this, guys, let's keep it school appropriate. Let's keep it respectful.
There's killing in this play.
So just bear that in mind, guys. All right, so let's start with the scene. 3, 2, 1, action.
So, what do you think would be the solution?
I don't know, maybe we can talk to him.
Yeah, let's talk to him.
Maybe I should give him a solid speech. I have a sister of the greatest. It's actually pretty good actually.
What is your plan?
What's your plan?
No, not appropriate.
All right, scene. Thank you, Sasha. Can we try talking to him? Can we try talking to him? That's what Sasha threw out. All right, so let's have Joseph enter the stage. Joseph, you're the newest Roman senator. So feel free to kind of come right in with these guys. They're all staying in their characters and are going to speak sort of from their point of view. So let's try something else. 3, 2, 1, action.
What do we do, guys?
I really don't know. But I'm thinking that because there's been so much killing, we don't want to kill Caesar. That's just wrong and stupid. I think we all should come in some form of agreement for a good start.
I agree. I agree. It's very bad. All right, Tess, what do you think?
I agree. We can't just kill him. I mean, the guy's kind of a nut. I mean, what do you think's going to happen if he has a cult following? And these people are going to come in.
What about you, Valerius?
We could try to convince the public, maybe the people to change their minds about how they view Caesar.
How can we do that? I mean, they're not looking too good at us right now. Because Caesar's all for the people. He's doing so much for them. That, I mean, it could work. It'd be a lot of work, but it definitely could.
We could change our ways too, maybe like go around, be nice, do things for the people. And then we could also just, join up together as a whole and then propose we all join Caesar in his leadership as more of a Senate thing.
I think that is a good idea.
I think we should talk.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, scene. Thank you, Joseph. A couple of ideas that popped out there for me. One was maybe the senators need to take some more responsibility for the people and care more about where they're coming from and not resorting to violence, but seeing if there's some other solution. Thank you so much. All right, and your name?
Levi.
Levi. All right, so we're going to have Levi. All right, 3, 2, 1, action.
All right, guys.
Hi, I got an email saying that
I propose a marriage.
Are you serious?
Yes. A marriage.
And you're a senator, right?
Yes.
That sounds like it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
We marry him. We make him fall in love with us. It'll be one of us. And then we manipulate him.
No.
He has a point.
He has a point.
Okay, so if we were to do this, how would we do it?
Well, money. Money always happens.
Caesar doesn't need money.
Well then, the true love. I love Caesar.
True love is priceless.
True love is priceless. I will marry Caesar
All right.
Why a bit of a dog?
Wait, who's best man? There you go. All right. A very creative solution from Levi. Can we change Caesar's point of view on life? By loving him. With love versus with vodka. I love the idea of vodka. All right, we've got Nick Ray who's going to step into the scene. All right, 3, 2, 1.
So we're all starting to notice that the Caesar guy's a problem. Right? I guess, yeah, sure, yeah. Now, killing him. That's only one option. What we could do is stage a coup. We could stage a coup against Caesar. Yeah, I like the way you coup against Caesar. But then we turn in all the other senators in to Caesar. How about that? Why? Because then it's just us 5 senators, and Caesar would be on our side because we just defended him against the coup. So we make a fake coup. Yes, we say that. That's a good idea. How is that? Because then we'd be his friends, and we can just manipulate. It's so much easier. They'd be dead. We wouldn't have to worry. That's just more. That's more killing than just death.
That's just smart. That's even smarter than some cannibal barker.
I mean, it is a pretty good idea. That's no. So how did you become senator? Murder.
All right, scene. Other political machinations.
Kill the others.
A different idea, maybe. I don't know. Thank you, Nick. Sean, do you want to try something?
Yeah.
All right. I can take a couple more. So Daniel wants to try something. Do I have one more volunteer that wants to try this scene? There's going to be another scene after this too. Okay. So Daniel and Sean want to try something. Daniel, go right ahead. 3, 2, 1, action.
So, my plan.
Yeah.
We take him and we shackle him and we put him in the basement of the Senate House.
Okay. Caesar, you want to? How are we going to shackle Caesar? And how's that going to stop him?
What do we do when we arrest him? We just have some, like, leader in our basement?
We have no authority to arrest him either.
Yeah, we can put that up to a vote in the Senate House. I think everyone would agree.
I mean, the Senate would agree.
People would definitely not notice it.
People would not like it. That is true.
They love it. They love it. They're gonna maul us.
Yeah.
We could say to them that he was off on another journey. He was off in another war, in another place.
Good work. Bless you.
All right. Scene. Thank you. Being proposed here is not killing, but maybe arresting. Is there a middle ground between actually killing someone?
Kidnapping.
And maybe incarceration? Is that a different, maybe more just approach? All right, we've got Sean Nichols. Come on in, Sean.
Step on up, bud.
All right, 3, 2, 1, action.
What's up?
Go on.
I have a perfect idea. I'm gonna marry Caesar's mother.
Are you serious?
Yes, because every good son must obey their parents.
Isn't his mom dead?
So,
Are you serious?
he's father.
I mean, listen. Hear him out.
Right path.
Hear him out. He has a good point.
Every father must demand something from their son.
He's right.
I will demand my son to give up his spot in power.
What if he just kills you?
Can't kill his father.
Seriously.
I hope not. I hope not.
It's not good odds.
All right, scene. Okay, so Sean, in a way, Sean was on an interesting track because sort of political marriages are actually a really important thing in Roman history. So, you know, things like that actually were considered, not Caesar himself, but later in the Roman Empire, you know, can we kind of make peace between different factions by having a marriage between the two? Sean had sort of a parent angle. Thank you, Sean. All right, so let's try the other scene. So our other thing, let's give a round of applause. So Josiah, if you could pull your chair forward, maybe let's
That's a camp rotation.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so in this scene, guys, we are putting ourselves in the position of Marcus Brutus. That was Ryan's part. So Ryan came to Caesar and was sort of begging him, please, will you reconsider? Will you do something different? And so I want to give you guys an opportunity. We had a chance to think through what would it be like to be a Roman senator and try to rethink what we could do. What if you came up to Caesar himself? What would you say to this guy who is taking power, who's kind of destroying the democracy, and is doesn't really want to change course? Does anyone have any ideas about what we could do to have Caesar reconsider? Do I have any volunteers who want to enter that scene? Okay, I've got Levi. Anybody else?
Wait, so we're going to be playing part of...
You're playing the part of Brutus. Think of yourself, you're coming and kind of begging Caesar, please will you reconsider what's happening?
Why not make Caesar the subject to Trump style memes? Use audio editing to make him sing.
Very interesting. Singing always helps. Okay, so we got two. All right, very good. So, do you want to try? Yeah, I think so. Okay, Brian, you want to try something different than what you did? All right, so we got you guys a line. Joe, come on. So we got a line here. All right. So remember, guys, again, we're searching for something constructive. We want to see, is there a way we could have made history better than it really is? Creative, sometimes goofy solutions are okay, but let's try to at least try to find something that could be productive. All right. So we've got Levi. Come on down, my friend.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. What are you doing here this hour?
I was wondering if I could convince you otherwise of your actions.
And how so? How did you convince me?
Is there anything I can't convince you? A man like you, who have everything. The power, the wealth, the other stuff.
That is true.
But you don't have me. And you make me the happiest senator. In your power.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Levi. Okay. All right. Seeing that one fully fleshed out. Very good. Okay. So, again, love, the power of love, right? Maybe that could have changed things. Okay. Joseph, go for it. 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, Julius.
Good evening.
How have you been?
Rather well.
That is good. It has come to my mind that your actions have not been very nice in the past few years.
How so? I've reduced taxes for the people. I've given them more of a voice. Are you against that?
No, I am not, but I believe you should still give some more power to the people.
More power to the people? How so?
I don't know, maybe give them some more rights?
Maybe, perhaps. We could see about eradicating slavery.
That would be very nice. Why do you find joy in taking these people's lives?
I find no joy in taking their lives, but I find joy in taking their land, in conquesting them, and then adding land to the great and glorious Rome.
See, you are just taking that as taking away from the people, and you want to give to the people, right?
I take away from other people so that I can give to the Roman people. For that is where my heart lies.
Scene. All right. Thank you. A few very interesting ideas there from Joseph. Thank you again, Joseph. So you're sort of driving at, I feel like you started the scene, could Caesar be made to kind of do something better for the people? And then also the way how he was talking about conquering land, you were trying to help him see, well, those people you're conquering, they're also people. And Caesar said, well, I only care about the Roman people, not everyone. That's very interesting. Sean? Go ahead. Action.
What's up, Caesar?
How you doing?
I just got a question.
About what?
Is that over there?
Guards, arrest this man. He's stolen my crown.
Hi, sir, you must leave. What? You must leave.
How dare you mention me?
Okay, who's next? Is it Ryan doing something? Or? Okay, all right, here we go. Action.
Guys.
Good evening.
How's it going?
Rather well. How have you been?
Pretty good. You not guess. Guess what?
What?
You know the senators?
Yeah.
Senators that
Alright.
Valerius.
Valerius?
Write these names down.
Alright.
Valerius.
Valerius.
Cicero.
Cicero.
And then we have the other one.
Yep. The other one? Alright, I got you. Cassius, yes.
Sorry. They were telling me.
Yeah. You want to kill me?
I want to kill you. And they're going to do it. Yeah, it's a Mars. How can you believe that?
That's crazy. I must alert my guards.
In the Senate House.
In the Senate House? I must have them arrested right away.
Now, hold on.
Who's the ringleader?
Okay. Me. Listen.
You formed an assassination attempt against me.
Hold on!
I should have you arrested right now where you stand.
You should, but listen. I just gave you the drop on it all. Are you serious?
Yes, so.
There you go.
But why? I must know why.
I've known you for so long, Caesar. How could I do such a thing?
You know, people do make mistakes sometimes.
In that empire? I'm there, Caesar. I'm there. You there for me?
I'm there. Thank you so much. I'll have that taken care of right away.
What if he had come to Caesar and told him what had happened? Or I don't know, maybe Brutus himself, if he had stepped into the role that Caesar kind of wanted him to take on, maybe he could have steered power in a different way. I don't know. It's an interesting sort of thing to throw out there. All right, Dan, go for it.
Hello, Caesar.
How you doing?
Good. Okay, I'm gonna need you to sign this document here.
What is it for?
It's for you to gain more power.
Can we do this at a later hour? It's
No,
kind of
I
late.
need you to do it right now.
Right now, is it the surgeon?
Yes.
What is it for?
For you to gain more power.
Can I wait till tomorrow morning?
No,
No? It must have. What's so urgent about it?
it just is urgent.
It's just urgent?
Yes.
Well, I can't sign any official documents without my lawyer reading it. Can you read over this, make sure everything looks clear? It's adoption papers? I thought you said to gain more power.
Yeah.
Am I adopting you?
No.
Who am I adopting?
A dog.
Not adopting anyone.
Then what is this for?
Sir, I think he's trying to adopt you, sir.
Are you trying to adopt me? The great and powerful Julius Caesar?
Yes.
You keep it.
Please leave, sir. All right, see. All right, so you trick him with paperwork. That's an interesting idea.
I was gonna.
So we got time for 3 more. 1, 2, 3.
That was
Jacob, are you doing it? No. Okay. All right, Stanley, go quickly. Here we go.
Caesar.
How you doing?
What have you done with our government?
I've made it better.
I love you.
Pull yourself together.
I can't. You're destroying me.
No, you need to pull yourself together. You're a respectable senator. For a good reason.
You're a liar. I hate you.
All right, see. Ended up at the same place in the next scene. I guess you could have moved it up about 12 hours. I guess that's possible. I'm not sure that brought any more good into the world, but all right. So we've got Nick, Ray, we've got Joe. Nick, take it away.
Hi, Julius.
How you doing?
Doing pretty good, actually. So I have something to talk to you about.
Yes, what is it?
So how often do you go by the Sun House?
Oh, maybe once a day.
Yeah, maybe you should do that.
Why?
Just got a feeling.
Just a feeling?
Yeah, just maybe.
Have you been praying to the gods?
Yes.
Yes? I see. Is this like a good feeling or a bad feeling?
Pretty bad, pretty bad.
Well, you see, I kind of work in the Senate House, so I need to like show up for my job.
It's true, it's
you know,
true.
help support the common people.
Have you thought of burning it?
Burning it?
Yeah.
You know, that would be a good way to eradicate the Senate.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But also then that might burn down the whole entire city.
Yeah, that would be
It's a bummer. Should I bring guards with me or
Maybe.
maybe?
Maybe get more guards, maybe
More guards?
maybe wear some armor, maybe try stabbed a few times.
Stabbed? By who?
Names off the top of my head. They're like 4 dudes.
4 dudes?
Yeah.
I see. And how did you acquire this knowledge that there's going to be assassination attempt?
Little Bird told me.
A little bird?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, see. That's actually an interesting thought. Would history have gone better if Caesar wasn't killed? I think it's an interesting...
Or if someone decides to make a Caesar sing video.
Or singing. It's interesting to think about that. I don't know. It's a complex question. Nick's making us think about it. All right, we've got one more, and then we'll have a little bit of discussion, and then we'll get you guys out of here. All right, Joe, take it away. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, Caesar.
Oh, hello.
What are your plans for the future?
Probably reduce taxes on the people, go on more conquests, more land, Germania is a problem, fix that. Expand the empire.
Are you happy?
In a way, but I'm not satisfied. You know what I mean?
I do. When will you be satisfied?
When Rome is the only country left on the map.
I fear you will never be satisfied. There will always be rebels. By the time you take over another area will have broken free.
That much is true.
Is this truly what you want to fill your life with?
Yes. For the glory of the Roman people.
Perhaps you should consider a different career.
Like what?
Have you met Cicero?
I have.
He's a wonderful writer.
But he's also very annoying. And I don't like him too much.
He has produced much good for the Roman people in his writing. Yes.
If you mean by talking and empty promises, that's good. Well, I have done actually good things for the Roman people. I've given them more rights. I've reduced their taxes. I don't know what more they could want.
How have you given them more rights?
In a lot of different ways.
How will you continue to do so?
By conquering more land, so I can reduce taxes on Roman people even more.
If you were to try and make a decision, are you the only one that would make that decision?
Basically, yes. But it's pretty late, and I must get some rest now. So, you would.
All right, see. Interesting idea there from Joe. I think he's sort of psychoanalyzing Caesar a little bit. What is it that he wants? Is this going to really make him happy to become the dictator for life? Or what is he trying to fulfill in himself that maybe he needs the true love that Levi said? All right, let's give a round of applause for Caesar. Okay, so guys, for the next couple of minutes, I want to just throw out there a little bit of conversation and see if people have some thoughts they want to share with us. The kind of theme we're exploring a little bit today is how do democracies fall? A lot of people throughout history have compared our country, the United States, to ancient Rome.
Ancient Rome isn't a democracy.
It's a republic. It has elements of democracy in it. It's not a pure democracy.
But do they have a Donald Trump at one point?
That's an interesting question. So what I want to invite you guys to think about today is many people from around the world have commented in recent years that kind of the world is shifting a little bit away from democracy and more toward what are called autocratic forms of government, where really one person or a very small group of people are in charge. And that's sort of worthwhile to do some research about if you're not aware of that. But I don't know, is there anything we can learn from this story about how democracy fell, or kind of a democratic style government fell in Rome?
They did not know better.
So I want to see if we can have a little bit of conversation about that before we take off today. Does anyone want to comment on that? Is something in what you saw today, either in the performance or in the what I call the Joker scenes, where you guys got to kind of play the Joker and do something a little bit different?
Yeah, why did you just kill him?
Either of those things inspire you to have a comment on this?
Why did they just kill him? The king.
How do democracies fall? Does this tell us anything about it? We've got some ideas from Dave.
So, from what I've seen in many history things, it's not quite just democracies, it's all forms of government. They always fall because there is one person or a group of people that is just not liked by citizens, and everyone just riots and coups and stuff like that to remove that government and insert a new one.
Okay, so maybe it's not specific to democracy, maybe just governments rise and fall, sort of what Daniel's saying. Just
I feel like over time, well, it depends. Sometimes it can be people's fault, and it's not in democracy or like our American democracy, like we elect a president. And sometimes if the people like if people don't make the right decision and they elect someone that, could be bad and that person taking the power and then turning back from there.
So I think some of what I heard and what you said was sometimes democracies actually elect people who kind of take the democracy away. So that's true, for example, in Germany in World War II. Hitler was elected. At least, I don't know the full history. Maybe someone can fill that in for me, but I know he was elected at least once.
He rigged the election.
Right. That's part of it.
Okay, so what happened?
I was right. I was just guessing.
What happened at that time is that, so how the German government worked at that time is that there were different parties, and whoever the party ruled in the Senate, or they called it something else, but basically their Senate, whoever was the majority had the counselor, and at that time, the Nazi party had the majority, so that's why Hitler was the counselor.
Okay, very good.
Chancellor, whatever.
Ms. Power?
I think there's a quote that says, absolute power corrupts absolutely, and I think that it's always important to have checks and balances, because somebody could go into power with good intentions, similar to like what we are hearing from at least this rendition with Caesar, that at first it was because he cared about the people or whatever, that might have been his pure intention. But sometimes if our power isn't checked, the power that we actually get, that we start using for good, can sometimes corrupt us to think differently. And that's why it's important that there are term, in my mind, there are term limits, so that psychological thing doesn't happen to people, that there are other people, that no one person could make all the decisions to impact everybody else, because their intent might be pure at the beginning, but because the power might corrupt them, they might be thinking of themselves just to gain more power. So I think that whatever the governmental system is, I think it's good to have those safety valves in place before the psychological damage of having too much power can create people not thinking clearly or not thinking for the people anymore. So I think sometimes that's the danger, is that some people think like a certain person in power is like, oh, they were for the people, and that might have been true. And then that gets corrupted, but they still are remembering that it was once upon a time, that it was for the people.
So we've got a couple of hands. I'm excited to get to everyone, but I want to comment on something you just said that strikes me about this story. Rome did have term limits. So it's very interesting. What Caesar did was he didn't care about them, and he just blew right through them. So what do you do when someone is so kind of shameless they don't care about the rules? So anyway, that was just something that came up for me when I saw.
That's a really good comment.